Alright guys, welcome to another beer review slash clueless eating. A little bit of a food pairing today. Both Mikkeller related, and both items came from two different Mikkeller beer club boxes. So if anybody's interested, links down below. So today we are matching Mikkeller New York's Angels in the Stoutfield, I should say. Awesome artwork once again from Keith Shaw in a pint can. And this is a 12% ABV Imperial Stout brewed with vanilla beans and aged on oak spirals. So yeah, looking forward to giving this a try. And we're pairing this with the Geeks Craft Chocolate, the Craft Chocolate Takeover, which came with the most recent, to this video anyway, the most recent beer club box. I've reviewed the sort of IPA that they did together with cacao beans, or I can't remember if it was cacao beans or if it was coffee beans. It's been a while. But yeah, so looking forward to giving this a try. Nice little sample of chocolate, and I think you can actually buy some of their chocolate, well, definitely through themselves, but also through the Mikkeller web shop. So yeah, looking forward to giving them a try. Haven't actually done recorded a food and beer review for a while, and I don't know if I'm going to class this as a review or do it as a clueless eating. Who knows? Just there's no stability, and that's not the right word. The ship is sinking, ladies and gentlemen, as you can clearly tell, and I don't know how I've gotten this far making beer reviews on YouTube. Anyway, so without any further ado, let's get the beer opened and see what we get. From what I've had of Mikkeller New York, I've really enjoyed. I've had a bit more exposure to Mikkeller San Diego though, and that is pouring beautifully, I must say. But yeah, I think I've got another, well, you're actually resting against another Imperial Stout from Mikkeller New York, which I was toying with doing a video with that beer, but I don't know how I came to this conclusion of doing this beer with this one. It just seemed to make sense that having something with vanilla beans, it makes sense having that complementing chocolate. I feel like a real life Alan Partridge sometimes. It's just an absolute mess. What isn't a mess is this wonderful looking beer. Lovely alcohol legs on there. Leaves a nice layer of clear oiliness around the sides. No head at all. But the very faint remnants give you the impression that it was a nice dark tan. But yeah, that beer is pretty much to me looking jet black, very intense. It's literally like you've poured oil into a glass, which is what we like to see with Imperial Stouts. So let's give this a bit of a swirl and a bit of a sniff. The sheen on the top of this beer is absolutely ridiculous. Almost gives you the impression like it could be ink. It's crazy how velvety these beers can look. Anyway, let's give it a sniff. Oh, that's smelling good. Loads of chocolate. A little bit of dark chocolate, very subtle hints of a lighter milky chocolate. It's definitely reminding me of American chocolates like Hershey bars, that sort of thing. You get that vanilla in there, and you get that slight woodiness from the barrel. But it's like, it's cakey, it's stodgy. Loads of lovely, cakey, spicy tones in there as well. Oh, it's smelling absolutely fantastic. And it's like no detection at all of that ABV. 12%, that's not smelling like 12% beer. Oh, that's really nice. There's subtle fruity tones, but it's all about that chocolate, all about that vanilla. Smelling wonderful. So we're going to give it a taste first. Probably shouldn't do that. Should I do it the other way? I don't know. I'm not an expert. I'm just someone who likes to eat and drink a lot. I don't analyse. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have a little bit of the beer first. So, yeah, smells good, looks good. So it tastes good. Cheers. And it is good. The vanilla is really singing in this beer. Not to the point where it becomes an overpowering flavour, but it works beautifully with that malt build. It works beautifully with that slight woodiness. There's a savoury component on the back end. Also has like a minerality to the finish. But that is smooth as silk. It's a bold body. It's very robust. No way is that a 12% ABV beer. That's absolutely ridiculous how you can mask ABV. You do sort of get like a liqueur-like sharpness. And there's even a little hint of almost like an amaretto. You know when you're making like a tiramisu and you've got the sponge fingers and you've made that coffee mix with a bit of amaretto and you pour it on and it all absorbs it. Yeah. Getting that sort of flavour. Because it does have, even though there's no coffee in there, it's got that roasted coffee bean character. Very subtle though. I was saying that you couldn't get the ABV on the flavour. You do get the warming as you drink it. And it's a soothing warming. No harshness at all. That's wonderful. It really, really is. I think about this for about a month and a half as of recording this video. So it might have mellowed down a little bit. So I can't speak for what it was like fresh. But it's tasting good. I've been drinking mainly Imperial Stouts recently because I'm in the middle of recording a week of Imperial Stouts. And in fact, the beer that you're resting on is one of those beers that will be in that series. And yeah, so I'm really loving Imperial Stouts at the moment. Who doesn't? Who's the sort of person who says, yeah, Imperial Stouts are just okay? How can you say an Imperial Stout is just okay? I mean, of course, people have different palates, people have different tastes, so I'm not going to judge, but yeah, I mean, let's be honest. If you don't like Imperial Stouts, it's off to the gulag. With you, I joke, nobody should be sent to the gulag over preferences. Anyway, beer's tasting good, really good. So we'll have a little bit of this chocolate. I just love how nicely presented it is. Clearly, you know, handcrafted, and I've actually seen some photos and small videos of Being Geeks producing their chocolates. Just so satisfying to watch, do you know what I mean? In that sort of how it's made sort of way. Do you know what? I've not watched that programme for absolutely ages. I used to love watching that. Of items that I don't use and have no interest in, but still watching it because it was awesome. And that is so cute. Look at that. We've got, is it Harry and, or is it Henry and Sally? I can never remember. They're in a nice little plastic sheet. Hopefully I can take that, because I am a sad bastard, I can take off that little sticker and save it. And then on the inside, there's, I mean, just look how nice that is. That backing paper, the sticker. Oh, it's just so pretty. I love this sort of stuff. So let's see what it says here. This FSC certified paper is made of 60% grass, printed in Copenhagen by Cradle to Cradle, identified KLS, I don't know what that says, print point. The paper is completely chemical free and 100% biodegradable and compostable. Paper and printing does not get greener than this. The inner biofilm is made of PLA derived from potato starch and is likewise 100% compostable. Did I say that right? I don't know. Labels are printed on FSC certified recycled paper. Please recycle our packaging and help us to create a greener planet. So yeah, very eco-centric brand, which is, it's not the worst of things, is it? Anyway, but yeah, really just beautifully presented, and you'll have to bear with me as I try and salvage this little sticker, because you know me by now, the branding I'm just a fan of when it's done right. And Mikkeller, Keith Shaw, I'm going to IKEA after this weekend, and I'm buying a new frame because I want to do a sort of a collage of some of my favourite Mikkeller beer labels, because I'm a fanboy, as you probably can tell, and some people have noticed in the comments. But yeah, look at that, expertly preserved. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how sad I am. Oh, by the way, there's my Impy Stout Week multi-million-dollar branding sorted. Got a couple of labels already mounted, so I'm going to add this here. So yeah, I think I've done a video on how I save labels and stuff. Not 100% foolproof, but if you're as sad as I am, then it might be worth giving it a watch for an ill-fated series I call Crafting with Clueless. But I think I've done like 2 videos. Anyway, so let's get this chocolate. So if this is potato starch, I can technically eat this plastic. Let's see. Don't want to melt it. There we go. Nice simple slab, and then you've got Being Geeks on there. Oh, that smells nice. I'm not sure about the percentage of cacao on this one. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother reading that, because it's too small, and even though I've got glasses, I still can't see. So yeah, really nicely presented. Love the packaging and branding on this. Let's give it a taste. Ooh. Silky smooth. Definitely a darker chocolate. Not a really dark chocolate though, not too bitter. There's actually this really nice, almost cherry-like flavour coming through. You know when you get an espresso and it's got those strong berry hedgerow flavours that come through? It's almost like that. Yeah, there's like this berry-like tart sweetness on the back end, which is really, really nice. So this is where you can see I get the double chin. I see the double chin grow in action. Cheers, everyone. I apologise, I'll probably have chocolate all over my mouth and teeth, but that works brilliantly. The beer actually takes away that slight bitterness you get from the chocolate, but the vanilla complements that cherry character I was getting. That works really, really well. Is it the greatest pairing ever? No, it's not blowing me away by any stretch, but it's so nice and lovely. That is high quality chocolate. And I'm not a connoisseur of high quality chocolate. I love Dairy Milk and Galaxy just as much as the other guy. Maltesers are probably my favourite chocolate treat, but yeah, I'm getting, with them combined together, it's almost reminding me of a really high quality espresso blend, like ground coffee espresso blend. It's coffeefying, I should say. It's coffeefying both the chocolate and the beer. Look at that. Absolutely disgusting. Dirty protest. That's good. I like that a lot. Yeah. It just works. Okay. I'm going to put this to Mikkeller. You need to do a three-way collaboration with yourselves, Being Geeks, and a Danish artisanal donut maker. Let's get that done. Fly me out to Denmark. Let's get this sorted. I have no expertise in any of those fields, but I'm a fat bastard, and I'd like to think I've got good taste. Yeah, it's lovely. Really nice. Yeah, it's a little bit of fun. Something a little bit different. Would I buy more chocolate? Yeah, I'd probably be interested to see what else they offer. It's a nice collaboration. I'd like to give it another try. Because, of course, this was just for the beer club. Beer itself, really, really nice. A lovely offering from, God, look at that chocolate lipstick remnant on the rim of that glass. Beer itself, lovely. For how simple it is, and I'm not usually the biggest fan of when vanilla's added, because I found... See, I'm not Rob from Hop Scene. I'm not in love with vanilla, okay? I find vanilla to be a tiny bit overrated. And when the vanilla is too strong in flavour, whether it be synthetic or genuine, I find it can be a little bit too sickly for me. But it's just the right amount of vanilla. And as I said, it complements the bitterness of that chocolate nicely. And you get this really nice espresso ground coffee flavour with those berry characters. So it doesn't drift to being too roasty or savoury, and it doesn't drift to being too obscenely sweet. And I think it's another triumph, and I can't believe that there will be people who are sitting watching me stuff my face like a pig whilst drinking beer. I should do what's that Korean trend where people social eating. I should start doing social eating on Twitch and make myself a little bit of money from video production. But yeah, if you get the opportunity to try that beer, definitely seek a can out. I could imagine that after a few months, I can imagine that sort of like maturing, and I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, so I'm not going to say it. I can imagine that beer developing nicely, actually, so definitely worth shout. And yeah, if you ever stumble across anything from Being Geeks, then, and you're a chocolate lover, I think you're going to really like their products. I mean, obviously I'm basing that opinion of just one product that they've done. But yeah, as a combination, works really damn well. So yeah, beer-wise, 8.5 out of 10. Chocolate, I'm not going to rate the chocolate, but together, just, if you're a gluttonous pig like me, you're going to really enjoy it. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I can complain about how fat I've become, but that stuff that goes into my system, I've enjoyed on like an almost sexual, I'm not joking, But do you know what I mean? You could get run over by a bus tomorrow. An ice block off an aeroplane wing could fall down and smack you on the head, killing you instantly. You could get mugged in the street. You could get mauled by a dog. You know, you could realise that, oh, I've actually got a heart condition, and then just die. So why not make the most of your life and just eat yourself into oblivion? Anyway, so if you've tried any of these products, then let me know your thoughts, opinions. Thank you for bearing with me through this 20+ minute video. Yeah, check out both Being Geeks, check out Mikkeller, check out Mikkeller New York. I'll put the Mikkeller playlist down below. Referral link is down below as well if you're interested. You get some really intriguing stuff in the monthly boxes. And yeah, check out the Clueless Eats playlist as well to see me with gradually a bigger chin and a bigger waistline from each video. It's interesting. It's a good tracer. It's like eating sweet corn, because that's a good tracer food. But you could just see me gradually getting fatter and fatter as that playlist grows. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, which I'm not having because I've already had pizza today. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for putting up with this absolute mess of a video. And yeah, what are some of your favourite chocolatiers? What are some of your favourite combinations? What's like your ultimate beer and food pairing? Or are you even interested in pairing foods with beers? Yeah, just hit me up in the comments so I won't reply to them because I'm absolutely awful in that regard. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I shall hopefully see you all later. Cheers.